Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to take you on a football time travel journey. We're going to look back at the World Cups that shaped our lives, the ones we laughed with, cried over, and got frustrated by. But my story doesn't start with a live broadcast, it actually feels more like discovering an old treasure chest in the attic. The 1982 World Cup in Spain. To be honest, I never watched this tournament live on TV. In 1982, the world was struggling through one of its most turbulent and dark eras. Back then, my country, Iran, was in the middle of a devastating war with Iraq, and life had much bigger, more vital anxieties than football. Because of that, the games weren't broadcasted at all. But the bitterness of that year wasn't just ours, it felt like the entire world was engineered for war and conflict. Right as the tournament kicked off, Great Britain and Argentina were locked in a bloody conflict over the Falkland Islands, a war that cast a heavy shadow over the Argentine squad and completely ruined their focus. Just days before the opening match, the separatist group ETA was setting off bombs in Spain, and the Israeli army invaded southern Lebanon right on the eve of the tournament. The world was choked in gunpowder and politics, but during those exact weeks, Spain was ready to use a football to inject some much-needed oxygen into the lungs of a tired world. My share of the '82 World Cup only started months after the final whistle. How? Through printed photos, old sports magazines, and souvenir postcards that were worth their weight in gold back then. As kids of that era, we would hide these cards away like precious belongings. As I grew older, I realized just what an incredible tournament I had missed. I learned that year, a dream team called Brazil was walking the pitch, leaving everyone spellbound. They were managed by Teletiam, a man who played football not just to win, but for absolute, sheer beauty. They showed the world a brand new style of it. Watching them play felt like looking at a moving masterpiece. On those old postcards, there were names that I later realized were absolute titans of football history. Socrates, the philosopher with his iconic beard, headband, and flawless backheel passes; Zico, nicknamed the White Pelé; the elegant Platini leading France; Rummenigge, the German goal machine; and of course, a young, rebellious, curly-haired genius named Diego Maradona, who was just being introduced to the world, though shattered by the Falklands War and the brutal violence of opposing defenders. He couldn't shine as brightly in his first World Cup. But the beauty of football is that the strongest or most beautiful team doesn't always win. Italy started that tournament disastrously. They didn't win a single match in the first round, barely scraping through with 3 ugly draws. They were so bad that even their own media was tearing them apart, leading the players to completely boycott the press. But then, the tables turned. Driven by the sudden brilliance of Paolo Rossi, a striker who had just returned from a match-fixing ban and rose like a phoenix from the ashes, everything changed. Rossi scored a legendary hat-trick against the Dream Team Brazil to knock them out, defeated Germany in the final, and miraculously lifted the trophy. A final forever remembered by the passionate, joyful celebration of Italy's elderly president, Sandro Pertini, in the stands. It taught us that in football, it doesn't matter how you start, what matters is how you finish.